Hey guys, so this is part 2 of my 3 first impressions in one day. I'm working on 3 new Maybelline products. The first one was my first impression on the primer, which I'll have linked down below. And this next one is now on the foundation, Fit Me Matte and Poreless. It claims to mattify your skin and refine pores, matches natural tone, natural seamless finish. I think that's all it says it'll do. I did try, like before I even started YouTube, I tried the regular Maybelline Fit Me. Definitely not good for my oily skin. It was just too thin and liquidy and the oil was just everywhere. I wore it on the worst day too. It was before I even knew much about makeup. I wore it to San Antonio on vacation to walk the Riverwalk. My cat is meowing. And it was sweaty and nasty. It didn't come off, but it was gross. So now they have the matte and poreless and I'm pretty excited. I chose the shade 115 Ivory. And I don't know if that'll match me, but we're just gonna go with it if it doesn't. So I'm trying to pour some on the back of my hand. It is liquidy. Oh my God, my cat. She got a hold of a lipstick and now she's running with it against the wall. Really liquidy, probably a little too dark for my skin, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna use this little buffing brush. It looks like a Real Techniques brush, but it's fake. I bought it off of eBay. Oh my God, okay, give me a second. Quit making so much noise. Stop, please. Okay, now hopefully she'll stop playing with things. It's not too bad. I think it might be a little dark and a little too yellow for my skin, or it's perfect, I can't tell. But it says it's supposed to match your skin tone, so, oh, hair. Just gonna buff it in. Bean! Feels nice and smooth. Light coverage, maybe buildable to a medium. I don't know what coverage other people have said this is, but to me this seems light. Or medium, definitely medium. If there's anything that is right in between a light and a medium, this is it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my neck right now because I know it doesn't match very well. Finish this half of my face. Definitely fixed color. Doesn't look entirely matte yet. It hasn't set. Here's the side I haven't done. Here's the side that is done. Looks a little cakey around my nose. I've actually never had that happen too bad before, but it just looks a little funky on the crack of my nose. Feels nice on my skin. Feels smooth and pretty. I like the way it feels. I feel like the more it's setting, the more it's starting to look flawless. It's not perfect. It's not getting rid of my pores. It's just making me look more like a blank canvas. So, done, not done. Okay, I'm gonna finish the other half of my face and come back to you. Okay, I've got both sides of my face done, but I've got a little bit left on my hand to maybe do like a light second layer, so that's what I'm gonna do. But first, this is one layer on my skin. Let's go ahead and have a look. Not perfect, but I'm kind of okay with that because it looks natural and I feel like it is a little flawless even with the bumps and things. So I'm just gonna take what's left over on my hand and add a little bit more. Darn it, I should have avoided my nose. If you're looking for mattifying, I don't think you should go with this one. I think this one leans more to its poreless side than the mattifying. I still look, I guess, dewy My camera makes it look a lot worse because of my lights, but I've still like got a shine here on my forehead, definitely my cheeks. And I don't think that there's any SPF in here, so I don't know why it's so shiny, but not feeling the matte finish. There is no matte finish. It's a lack thereof matte finish. So I will finish the rest of my makeup and come back to you. Okay, so got all the rest of my makeup on. I set my foundation with the CoverGirl Clean makeup, and also underneath my eyes I used this e.l.f. HD powder. I feel like I'm looking pretty flawless. The foundation was able to pick up on the pores that the primer wasn't able to pick up on, so everything looks pretty smooth and perfect. It's still a little shiny. I am wearing a blush with a tiny bit of shimmer in it. This color right here. It's only got a tiny bit of shimmer. You probably can't even tell on my camera, but honestly where the shine is coming from is literally just on my skin. So this definitely doesn't mattify the way it says, but it's sort of like a in-between dewy and matte, and it's just like I'm highlighted. It looks pretty good, I think. I'm not going to be upset about it not being matte because it looks so good. It's around 2:30 and I will probably come back in 3 or 4 hours or whenever I can to update you on the foundation. Hey guys, it's now 5:54. It's been almost 4 hours, more like 3.5. Let me zoom in. The foundation definitely did not hold up against my oily skin whatsoever. So I'm back to being extremely shiny. I still feel pretty flawless as far as skin tone goes, but I think because the oil came out, all of the foundation sort of sunk into where my pores were. It's not nearly as bad as it normally is. My nose still looks pretty good. Smooth, no holes or anything, but yeah, did not hold up against the oil at all. But so far, pretty okay. The primer has definitely held up the foundation. I think if I wasn't wearing any primer, it would definitely have fallen off. I think I mentioned this in the primer part. If you look at my neck, you can see, probably, I don't know if my camera can tell, but you can see like the lines where the foundation has settled into the folds of my neck. It's bad, but still looks okay. You definitely need a primer with it though. So I'll come back in another couple of hours, 3 or 4, and see what happens again. I guess I'm going to touch up my powder using my CoverGirl powder again, just where I'm the most oily. I think that looks a lot better than it did, so that helped with the pores too, touching up, so it's not too bad. I still think it looks pretty good. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a few hours. Hey guys, so now it is 10:02, so it's been 7.5 hours with the foundation on. I am back to being oily again. There's no oil control whatsoever in this foundation, but I still think that my skin looks okay as long as I just touch it up. This will be the second time I touch it up, but I'm not going to because I'm actually gonna take it off and get ready for bed, back in my robe. So refines pores, I'd say yeah for the first few hours, because let me get close up. You can kind of see, since it's been on so long, it's kind of like falling into my pores. So didn't last, and it kind of around my nose, it's like bunched up there, and I don't know if that's just because my skin is so oily, it's just moved around. It's kind of rubbed off on my nose because I itch it a lot. But yeah, definitely doesn't last very long. It doesn't say it It will, but kind of like it to last at least 7 hours. It does match your natural tone, I will say that, because when I first put it on, it didn't really match me, but it's definitely changed color. Like in real life, it looks more like my natural color, so I like that about it. And it does have a natural, seamless finish to it. I do like it, just definitely not for the matte finish. If I were to give it a grade, I'd probably only give it a C, just because I did like the finish right away. But that's about it. So anyway, make sure you check out the video last time that I did on the primer and this one. And then the next video in this whole series will be on the concealer, which still looking pretty good, I must say, except for my little dent in my face. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye!